big wig in the RV Lithium space. You know, I'm the Volta brand ambassador today. Special guest is
Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson, Chief Technology Officer and one of the co-founders of Volta. And it's just such a delight to have you here. I know you're super busy.
Oh, my pleasure. And thanks for having me, Scott. Thanks for all you do.
I appreciate that. So there's a lot going on innovation-wise, I think, in the electrification of RVs these days. Solar, of course, but lithium even more so, I think. And if you have the roof real estate, I'm standing in front of a Travato GL, not a lot of real estate on a van, but we're going to see grand design here in a minute where you can have a massive solar array. Maybe just kind of update us on state of electrification of RVs, lithium in particular. What's that like?
Electrification is the hottest thing going right now in the marketplace. You're going to see everybody coming out with electrified vehicles. You see the excitement and enthusiasm going on the market, but that's the whole globe all at the same time working to understand this new technology, bring on new capacity. Where do I get the raw materials? And that all comes down to who has the best IP, who has the best supply chain, and who can execute to meet this consumer demand, which is, I heard statistics the other day that it's the biggest move of private capital since Henry Ford's days. I think the number is almost $2 trillion in private equity has moved into advanced lithium and chemistry investment across the world.
Hey, if we're meeting for the first time, howdy. My name is Scott. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Go Small, Live Large, all about the Class B van RV lifestyle. Here we give you van tours, we show you places to take your van, and we give you van tips. And 6 p.m. every Wednesday, we have What's Up Wednesday, my weekly RV van life YouTube show to help you be a better RVer. Subscribe to the channel if you're into that kind of content. You don't want to miss a single thing. We'll see you on the next What's Up Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central, and we'll see you on the small screen. Is electrification, the future? Why is the money going there?
Well, if you've heard the announcements, Europe has said no more IC engines after 2030. And that's driving the market to say, hey, it takes 5 years to get a car to market from design to sales. But they have to develop the whole supply chain. So if you think about the manufacturing capacity to build engines, so we've got foundries that make castings, you have supply chains that make pistons, you have all of that fixed infrastructure that we've had for 100 years. Now all of a sudden you're saying, no, I want to do this advanced chemistry with very expensive new materials that's all fresh new IP for the world with a lot of limited knowledge. How are you going to grow all that? And you got to do that within the next, by 2030. So this is driving the entire world to try to invest and find the right technology and put in the right manufacturing capacity to make it all possible. And it's just driving every major automotive manufacturer in a direction they've never been before. So you're going to see there's a lot of excitement going on.
It is exciting. And having driven Route 66, I could see the infrastructure for the automobile, gasoline, motels, food, all around the car culture that we just take for granted today. It sounds like the industry is kind of doing the same thing around electrification. So you have to have, the batteries, the technology, the chemistry, where to plug in.
Yeah.
Even the Teslas.
Power infrastructure. Yeah. There's some people, you can go out and say, how much bigger does the power grid need to be if we're going to do all this? And you're looking at estimates between 2 and 3 times the size of today's existing power infrastructure to be able to support all of this change.
Yeah, it's just incredible. How's the RV business doing for Volta? I know you guys are in the kind of utility truck business, marine a little bit, but timber. But
it's good. It's live TV, right? In
demand. It's live TV.
We can adjust.
I know. Winnebago is kind of a big launch customer from a
Winnebago is
volume.
one of our great customers.
And
yes.
Liberty Coach was. Now you've added Storyteller and Tiffin. I think is really exciting. Who am I missing?
Grand Design this year.
Grand Design.
Grand Design is also a Winnebago family.
Yeah.
And
so how's the RV business? I mean,
busy. It's the busiest. So this is our 7th year since we came to automotive, started Volta, and this is our best year yet. As we slowly, you see this craze of electrification, eliminating generators. We're making camping experiences better. We're changing slowly the world and having fun doing it.
My sign. Hey, what do you think of my new sign? Is that gorgeous? Oh my gosh, it's so great. So I have a bit of a prophecy, I guess. getting campgrounds is really a challenge right now, getting campground reservations. So the ability to boondock, which means being off-grid, having shore power type experience with a lithium equipped coach like a Travato, I think that is only going to go like this because you can park anywhere and get the shore power capability.
You don't need to worry about.
Is that one thing that's kind of driving demand? I know your business is like exploding.
Well, I think it's a combination of a few things. It's making people comfortable with technology because a generator, is complicated. It can be noisy. It can bother your neighbors, right? So you got a social aspect of it. You got the new buyer interest. So you got all the power needs. I mean, think about every device you're power hungry on. So I think that is driving a lot of it. And then at the same time, I want flexibility. Everybody wants to be able to go on demand. If you got to worry about making a reservation or where to stop, and then you realize that, oh, there's a way that I don't have to do anything. I can go, hey guys, let's get the kids in and let's go here today. Well, you can do it. You can just get into it. You do it every day.
I do it every day. In fact, I've been unplugged. Today's Thursday, right? Since Saturday. So just running off DC, basically. It's been cold enough at night, don't need AC. But running on DC, then I drive like 30 minutes every other day. It just tops off the system.
You gotta get water anyway, and you probably run an errand.
Yeah, and it's until you have that experience, it's really hard to convey why invest in a lithium system. But the freedom it provides is just off the charts. And with finding places to camp these days, with shore power is really getting tough and expensive, boys and girls.
Right, and doing it in a safe place that you're not drawing attention to yourself.
Right.
That's so much fun. But I hear all these stories, and we get to hear our customers and all their experiences they have. It's honestly the best part of the whole business.
Yeah. It's so great.
It's awesome.
It's so great. So any advice? Let's go and jump over to the grand design because you will want to see this amazing system.
We got an awesome rig over there.
Any advice for folks that are kind of on the fence with lithium? What was the value proposition from somebody that's pretty invested in it?
Well, see this guy's experience. He's been on the road 3 years. You got 86,000 miles on the coach. Had a lot of problems with it?
None, really.
86,000 miles. Continuous use, not plugging in. You're beyond the RVer, right?
Yeah.
So I always encourage people to learn. There's a lot to learn in this industry. Just like you've done engines, you bought cars based on hearing sales presentations. Take the time, do the research, learn what it is about this market, and that's the best way to make sure you're making the right decisions when you buy a coach.
Yeah, for sure. And if we're talking about Winnebago, in particular the Travato, you now have a 4-core option. I have 3. I wish I had 4. Why? 30% more of everything that I do. I can go for 1 or 2 more days, 3 days on direct current only, and probably 2 days on just AC battery powered. People are shocked that I get 12 to 14 hours off an AC single battery charge.
And you're a super user. You're how many million watt hours processed now?
It's got to be over 3. 2.7 when you guys measured it back in May of 2021. This is
processed 3 million watt hours in 3 years, and your battery just keeps running.
And it's less than 40% of its theoretical life cycle, which is insane.
Yeah, it's great.
Volta.
Fun. You think the automotive industry driving some amazing technology, making all of our world better. It's great.
So cool. Well, let's jump over to the grand design, show us some of that cool stuff.
All right,
over
let's
there.
go.
Let's go.